We got to get over to a crazy topic where we have a mother, a daughter, and her boyfriend have been arrested for tomb raiding. Yes, they were robbing the graves across multiple states, y'all.
Tonight, an urgent interstate manhunt for modern-day tomb raiders. Authorities in Florida say this trio, consisting of a mother, daughter, and the daughter's boyfriend, has robbed cemeteries in at least 9 states.
What a horrible person you are if you decide to steal from the dead.
Authorities accuse the trio of stealing irreplaceable family heirlooms.
In these mausoleums inside of a niche, their urn is inside of it. Their loved ones will leave like some jewelry that meant something to them.
Investigators say the 3 suspects are from Indianapolis, but warn they could be anywhere in the eastern U.S. on a grand theft spree spanning a massive multi-state area, allegedly targeting victims from Florida to Oklahoma City and as far north as Buffalo, New York, in addition to Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, Iowa, and North Carolina. In Florida, they're suspected in at least 20 cases, according to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. In the Orlando area, authorities say Woodlawn Funeral Home was one of the targets. They tell our affiliate WESH they've added new security measures, and adding, theft is always wrong, but stealing items a family left to memorialize a loved one is particularly abhorrent.
You have to be the lowest form of a human being. Now, I understand times are hard, but there is no possibility or any way where I would agree with you robbing the dead. You're taking things that families left there to remember their family members by. You're taking things that they wanted to bury with them for the rest of their lives or the rest of eternity. And you take that, and I'm assuming you desecrate the grave while you do that. There's no way you can get in easily and put it back the same. So you desecrate the grave, disturb the dead. What kind of people do this type of stuff? Let's keep going, though.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office estimates the value of the stolen heirlooms totals more than $35,000 in Florida alone, urging the public to be on the lookout for the suspects. Ryan Chandler.
But you don't have to be on the lookout for them anymore because they have been arrested. Let's get over into it.
They are a trio accused of being real-life tomb raiders, stealing family heirlooms from mausoleums across 9 states. Now, after a nationwide manhunt, all 3, a mom, her daughter, the daughter's boyfriend, have been arrested. Even the sheriff overseeing the case is shocked, saying, "How low can someone go?" Here's Stephen Fabian.
These so-called tomb raiders are accused of an unspeakable crime, stealing from the dead. Cops say the gang consists of a mother, her daughter, and the daughter's boyfriend. Now, after a nationwide week-long manhunt, mom Angela Garrett turned herself in Indiana, followed by the daughter and her boyfriend. They are accused of targeting cemeteries and mausoleums across 9 states. Cops say that's the boyfriend with a bouquet of flowers posing as a mourner entering a mausoleum, where surveillance cameras captured the trio allegedly breaking into the small compartments that hold an urn containing a deceased person's cremated remains, along with treasured family mementos. These mausoleums are usually unlocked so that family members can come as they please to pay their respects. But who would ever think that thieves would desecrate the dead in such a sacred place? But cops say the trio of mom, daughter, and boyfriend did just that, allegedly making off with $36,000 worth of family heirlooms, including watches, bracelets, rings, and necklaces.
I want to know, because they mentioned like $35,000 in Florida alone, but I want to know is how much in total. Because if it's that around the same amount, is it worth that? Let's keep going.
That's just the, that's the lowest of the low.
Alex Chael says his father, Victor, was targeted. This is Victor's resting place before it was looted, with his cherished college class ring and silver money clip. And here it is after. Those heirlooms are gone.
I mean, it's just things that you can't replace. It's just complete and utter disrespect. Let those that have passed, leave them alone.
Investigators fear there are more victims and are asking families who discover items missing from a loved one's resting place to contact police.
This is something you just never think about. Cause why would you wouldn't even think, you might think that you looked at it wrong. Cause if you go up to your grave that you normally visit and you see something missing, you wouldn't, the first thing that comes to your mind is hopefully not going to be somebody robbed the grave. That is crazy that someone would do that. Let's get over into the AI breakdown, y'all, just to see what else we can find out about this topic. So as we know, we talked about, we got a family trio from Indianapolis has been arrested following a nationwide manhunt for breaking into a mausoleum. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. For breaking into the tombs, cherished, and then stealing cherished heirlooms across 9 different states. The suspect, Angela, 52, her daughter, Portia, 32, and then the boyfriend of the daughter, Drake, 33. The Orange County sheriffs announced that all 3 individuals were taken into custody. They face multiple felony charges, including grand theft, injury or removal of a tomb or monument, and disturbing the contents of a grave. So the trio targeted indoor mausoleums, niches where families placed urns containing cremated remains. They smashed open the niches to steal jewelry, keepsakes, and decorative urns left alongside the deceased. Oh my God. There's decorative urns? They definitely had somebody cremated bodies in there and they just tossed them to the side. So investigators state that the group went on a tour of eastern half of the United States, hitting cemeteries in Florida, Oklahoma, Minnesota, Texas, Georgia, Iowa, North Carolina, Virginia, Illinois, Indiana, New Jersey, and New York. In Florida alone, detectives are investigating roughly 20 cases, saying that the property stolen valued is at $35,000. Law enforcement officials emphasized that the emotional toll on the families is far greater than the monetary value, because many family members may not realize that their loved one's resting place have been disturbed in the first place. And they're urging anybody who has missing property, please report it. So the suspects were not arrested at the exact same time. Angela was arrested first on Tuesday. Her daughter Portia and her boyfriend were taken into custody the following day. So Angela and Drake were tracked down and arrested out of state in their hometown area of Minnesota. Meanwhile, Portia turned herself in. See, so you got to listen to that. Because Garrett and Melina were captured in Indiana, authorities issued formal warrants allowing them to be extradited back to Florida to face their primary felony charges. So with Florida, the trio specifically targeted locations inside of Hillsborough County, Orange County, and Seminole County, and the city of Winter Park. So while the group hit several southern and Midwest states, they say that their crime spree reaches all the way up to Buffalo, New York. Before the capture, they were offering up to a $5,000 reward. Yo, there are so many awful human beings in this world, y'all. To rob a grave and to do it with, I'm thinking it's the boyfriend's idea. But you never know nowadays. Mother, daughter, and boyfriend, modern day tomb raiders. I'm happy that they are caught because they need to be off the streets. I can't imagine the heartbreak that the family's going through, knowing that some of their precious, the family memories that they took and possibly will never get back. Or heirlooms, memories that looking at the hair, you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. Let's get over into it, but it's a crazy topic, y'all. Let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagreed with anything I said.